So when I did psilocybin, the first hour was
Don't,
awesome
don't be so
because we were.
bourgeois about it. It's magic mushrooms. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
yeah, right. I was being scientific there. It was awesome because it was just fun. We just laughed constantly. Just it was just we just laughed. It was
Yeah.
just pure childlike fun for an
Yes.
hour, and then the great implosion happened. So something happened inside of me. I think I took too much. It was the first time, and just my brain just started to look inside. It felt like my brain was sort of looking inside or trying to look inside of itself, inside of itself, inside of itself. And it was that kind of ultra introspectiveness um, that made me miserable for 7 hours. But I can imagine if it didn't make me miserable, I could see it, I could see coming away from that in my little 19-year-old self thinking, wow, man, that was really enlightening. But it wasn't fun. It didn't feel good. It felt terrible.
Oh, why?
So,
Why? How come that felt terrible?
well, yeah, I mean, that's just my psychological makeup. I'm sure it just didn't, you know, for whatever reason, my psychological makeup interacts with psilocybin in a way that makes me feel bad.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying that generally, am I wrong about this? That people of the psychedelic culture talk about the drugs in that way, that their benefits tend to be more intellectual and spiritual than physical and sensual.
Yeah, for sure, and I hate that.
Oh,
I'm the opposite.
okay.
I really kind of reject this culture of, like this new psychedelic culture, which is being pushed out by these scientific organizations that are studying it and trying seeking federal approval. And I think there's something to it. There's something to it because it's kind of like a foot in, there's a, it's like putting our best foot forward to kind of comply and go with the rules. But I am very much of the school of like Terrence McKenna, if you're familiar with him, or Timothy Leary, of of these things should be, when I take psychedelics, I feel very much in my body. I feel very much like an animal. I feel very like, primal. I get to this, and this is actually a good segue because I wanted to talk a little bit about this I guess objective truth, or objectivism. And it's like there is this kind of truth that I find inside of myself by having this direct experience and being more inside of my own being, that is fun. And like you said, it's fun, and it's kind of like a fuck you, and it's disobedient. And that's what I think it should all be about. And so, and then I gather sort of kind of truths from the experience that I had, that help inform me in my life, that help me live a better life, a happier life. And I think that there are a lot of people that can get lost in that, can get trapped in that. But yeah, and there is this feeling that you get that gives you, and I, because I do them quite frequently. So it's like, it's definitely a very primal feeling of I am not a man. I am not Mike Brancatelli. I'm not a man. I'm not anything. I am this kind of primal oneness that I feel. I'm a human being, or I'm at least having a human experience.